Hi everyone. So for my speech, I talked about why social media is bad for young adults and teens' mental health. For my speech, I had about 5 retakes on my video before I shooted like the official thing, and then I also went over my script a couple of times just to get me comfortable with what I was gonna say. Practicing helped me feel way better about the whole speech itself. So reading it to my brother made me feel more comfortable with it. One thing that I would change about my preparation process is probably give myself more to write about, because my topic was good to expand on, but I think I could have done more for it. I feel like my delivery was okay, but I could have used more hand gestures as well as more eye contact. I was in public, which I was a little nervous about, but it didn't end up being that bad, except for when a homeless person came up and started cussing me out. So I believe that I got my point across about social media being bad at such a high level, or being used so consistently. I feel like I got that through pretty well. I try to pace myself more because I believe that when I was going through it, I was talking fast, a little too fast, and I kept stuttering, so I was a little nervous. And I would probably change volume. I would want to talk a little louder. I was talking pretty loud, like enough for the people in the area to hear me, but maybe I could have been a little more confident when I was speaking. Before I started my video or my speech, I felt pretty nervous. I had never spoken in public outside, like just in general before, but after I did it, I was pretty confident within myself. And it felt pretty good just to like speak clearly and get everything through. And I was glad because for my speech I had switched to using my computer instead of using my phone like how I usually do, and it made the process a lot easier. And with the angle of my computer, it sat perfectly between like my chest and my head, so it was the perfect view. The things that was challenging was trying to find out the best space for the audio. I had to move around about 12 times. I was in a public place and the music was too loud, and every time the door would open, the air conditioning would blow, so I had to step outside, and there was people out there, but fortunately it wasn't too noisy and I was still able to do my speech. And as a speaker in general, I learned to be more confident when speaking. If I do speak out in public again, I would probably get there earlier, just so like there's less people walking around, because when I was out there it was about 11-12 o'clock and it was like rush hour, and I was at Starbucks, so people were coming in and out, and there was a nail salon in the area as well, so there was a lot of activity, and there was cars honking and dogs barking and airplanes flying by. It was really noisy, so that's something that I would do, go earlier, or maybe go to a location where there's less activity. Thank you for listening.